Alright, we're back. We're chipping away at my kitchenette. We've converted a room into a kitchen, and this is where the wall will be going across. So I'm just getting rid of the old external, the old metal drywall angle. Just going to chip that away. We're going to get rid of that because this is where the timber frame is going to run right across. These rafters, they're just here for decoration. They're actually not holding anything up. They were really easy to get rid of. This is the wall here. We'll be removing all the corners on this wall, not just this part, so this is going to have to clear right out. We're going to be preparing the metal frame. So this is where the old wall went over, and there is cables, the old light switches that are still coming through. So we're going to have to get rid of them. There's also separate lights running as well, so we're going to have to get them working on the one switch. So we get this piece of timber down. We're going to cut these wires free, and just so we can get them out of the way before the electrician comes. And this side piece for the wall as well, get rid of that. This is the left side of the drywall internal, and you can see where the door is there. That's where we're going to be making the new frame on the left side here. So we'll get rid of that angle. We're going to be running flush, and we're going to be joining that plasterboard, so you'll never know that we've joined it there. It'll look seamless. That timber paneling as well, we've kept that, and we're going to be reusing that. I'm just using my multi-tool because that angle is running up underneath that cornice, so we're just going to cut it sort of just below the cornice there, even though that cornice will be going in the future anyway. Okay, that angle's done. Now we're just doing the architraves. I use my box cutter or my pocket knife to cut the paint away, and then I can just lever it off. I try to keep it all in one piece in case you ever have to use it again. We can use it somewhere else, but we're not using it there again. This is the VJ paneling, which will be running along the front, so I've been keeping all of that. I've had some areas that have split, so hopefully there's enough to do around the front as well. We have a door going in right where I am now, so it's not like we need too many pieces because we have a doorway and the wall is just over 2 meters. Okay, so now we have to take the rest of this cornice off. This is the 100 millimeter Cairo 4-step, which is no longer available. I might just have to give Paul a call from Ornamental Cornice and get some made up, or I can pick something straight off his shelf, something that'll suit. I did want to keep it all the same. So this plasterboard is coming off in small pieces, unfortunately. We used glue and screws and it's holding together really well. I couldn't get any big panels away. Thankfully, if I just took a couple of nails out of the timber ply, that came away nice and easy. Now, I've made a big old mess here, plasterboard everywhere, so definitely took me a few loads to get that out into the trailer. These panels coming off nice and easy. This little bit here, this is where we're going to be running the waste. So I'm just going to take these architraves off carefully. Not that we're going to use them again, but I just like to take them off nice and easy, keep them together. Also put them away if you're going to leave the nails sticking out of them. Here I'm just taking the nails that were left into the frame, and I'm just cutting that line that I drew a second ago, and we're going to be replacing this piece, or that new piece, once it's all done and got the pipe through. So now I've got my 65 millimeter diamond core bit. It's for wet and dry, and we're just going to be doing a precision cut to the right side of that dyno bolt that's holding the bottom plate down, but above the timber bottom plate, which is 35 millimeters off the ground, and it should be enough fall to still run under the kicker. So I'm just going to take these nails away now, give it a little bit of a sweep up, and I've got my bit right where it's going to be, right where I want it on the inside. So I'm using my pilot bit. There's a masonry bit going through the middle, which is going to keep it nice and straight. It's actually going to help you. So that's my positioning. I use that as a guide to run it sort of on the timber bottom plate, just so it would be straight. And now I'm going to take it off and I'm going to drill right through the wall. That way when I head around on the outside and use the core bit, I'll know exactly where it's going to be. Otherwise I'm just going to be guessing and measuring. So this is the best way. Definitely use your pilot bit by itself on hammer drill, and then make sure you switch it back to drill mode when you use the core bit. So here is my hole that I've done. It's chipped a little bit of the render off, which is fine because our core bit's 65 millimeters and we're going right in the middle of that. And so now that masonry bit in the middle, that's just going to be piloting through, and it doesn't create a lot of dust at all, as you can see. It probably only took about 30 to 40 seconds to get through. I've sped it up a little bit here, but it wasn't much dust, it's just falling away like that. And this is through brick as well. There we go, I'm through. Hello. And that's it on the inside. There's still a little bit of slag there and concrete built up, so I just went around and drilled through to clean that up so we can run our pipe straight through there. There we go, we're all good. Now it is time to find the wastewater pipe and start some digging, because I know it runs down the side of the house here. So I'm digging, and I found a pipe, and I thought, yo, is that it? I called the plumber, I said, yeah, we're ready to go. He's come in and he said, what the hell's going on? That's the wrong pipe, keep digging, buddy. So that's what I did. While he was doing some work inside, he was running the hot and cold pipes. We're going to be putting this piece in there. And that's what we're doing there. We're using that small little Milwaukee Sawzall to cut the PVC pipe. He's already ran, while I was doing the digging, he's ran all the hot and cold water, and that's where the waste pipe is going to be going through that 65 millimeter hole. And he's tapped into the next door's water, the room next door, the bathroom, and that's the joint there, and he's ran it down the wall. Just gotta get a bit more room and slip this baby on, and that will be all sealed up. And you can see he's pulled these, I'm not sure what they're called, let's just call them whatever you want, but you can see it right here. He's just, once it's in line, you cut it to size. Once it's in line, you slide them back over so they join around it, and then it just has the clamps and you tighten them up, and that joins it. I've left it open so we can see if it's sealed properly. So far so good. We're just tightening them up now, and that should be a seal, and then we just have to connect the pipe to that and have a reducer as well. So we've got it running through, and we've actually had to put a kick in it because we have the legs of our cabinets, our kitchen cabinets on the back wall there, so we can't just run it straight because our legs are there, it won't fit. So we've had to bring it over a little bit and have a step, and that is it. That's all connected. $150. Sweet, so it's a bit higher than the other.
But yeah, so yeah, drill that out where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Like 65 mil.
Yeah.
Drill them at about 40. And you have a little bit of movement up with the cabinet.
Yeah. To
slide
get it in now.
Or go straight over. I'll just leave it like that.
Yeah.
When we come back, we can.
Yeah. I have done a bit of work in here, and I've had some friends around to help as well. I've had the plumber, and I've had my friend who's a carpenter. He's built this wall for me, and he's hung this door. So let's have a look exactly what is done now. Got this door going, and I've got a double-sided lock here, so it can be locked from both sides. Here it is right here. Bought some cabinets in so I could line up all the cabinets. Got the fridge here, another little 600 bench, then the oven, and then the rest of the benches, sink over there. Let's have a look. Got all the electrical in. That is the safety switch, oven and cooktop, and power point there, and there's also a power point going here with the safety switch as well. Got the plumbing all done, as you can see. And the funny thing was I dug up this, I'm like, yep, we're all ready to go. And the plumber got here and he's just turned up. He's like, that's the stormwater, buddy. Keep digging. Got it running to the switch. Now, I've also installed this duct. Okay, running right around through there and up here. However, it was only a 3-meter duct, and you can see I drilled it, the opening there, and I thought I could go over here, but there's brick in the cavity over there, so I've had to swing it. I had to swing it around here and out there. Maybe get a better look from here. And then this here, I've got a piece for that. You can go around that, no problem at all. So, what I'm doing now, got the overhead cabinets going in along here. This is going to be the top height. So all the cabinets, they're all going to be screwed wherever you want. They don't have holes in them in the back yet. So I'm going to make it up the top here somewhere, probably about where this is. And we're going to screw in, that is the top of the, that is the top. And that's it there. So we're going to be nogging out like here all the way along, and I've already measured them up. And I've got batteries in the drop saw. So let's do that now.